Okay, so hello everyone. This is part 2 of React.js playlist. Okay, so in today's lecture, we will learn what are the required tools we need to download before starting with React.js project. Okay, so first we need a code editor. Okay, basically we need a code editor. So we will use VS Code. Okay, so let's search VS Code here. Simply in order to download VS Code, you will simply type here VS Code. Okay, and you have to click on the first link, right? And here is a download button. When you click here, it will start downloading. Okay, I'm copying this link and I'm pasting this link here so that you can download it. All right, so you can download from here, and after that, once you complete downloaded this, what we can say VS Code, now you are good to go to download Node.js. Right? How you will download Node.js? Simply here you have to search Node.js. Okay, so click on the first link, right? And here is a download button. Simply you can download it, right? So you will get a latest version, right? So here are the two things you need to download. So it's happening. Sweet. Node.js, right? Okay, so here is a link of Node.js, right? So these are two things you have to download. Okay, once you download it, then you need to check whether it is downloaded successfully or not. So what you will do, you have to check the versions. Okay, so how you will check the version? So number one, open CMD command prompt, CMD, right? And in CMD you will write, like you have to type node hyphen v, right? So let's check. Let me open CMD. Okay, so here I will type node hyphen v. Okay, so I'm able to see the version of my node, means our node is successfully installed, right? Okay, once you download this node, so you have to install it also. Okay, after downloading, you have to install, right? Not just download. All right. Now the second command you have to check, like npm version you have to check. Okay, after npm version, you have to check npx, right? So let's check npm and npx, npm hyphen v. So npm is also installed. We will discuss about this. What is npm actually? And then we have to check version of npx. Okay, so both are available. Okay, once you download the node, you will automatically get this npm and npx. Okay, so in detail we will discuss what is this npm and npx, right? So this much requirement you have to fulfill before starting the project, React project. Okay, so now the question is, what is npm, npm and npx? Okay, so this is my question, like what is this npm and npx? Okay, so try to understand here. npm means node package manager. Okay, this is the full form of npm. Okay, so which is used to install, or you can say uninstall, the packages. Okay, node packages. Okay, we can install the node packages and we can uninstall the node packages, right, with the help of npm. Okay, so or we can say it can download the packages, right? and then we have npx. So npx means is node package execute. Okay, or we can say runner. Okay, whatever you want to say, you can say, right? So if you want to execute the package instead of downloading, right? If you want to install the package instead of downloading, okay. If you want to what? Execute the package instead of downloading, then what we should use? npx. In this case, we can use npx, right? If you just want to execute the package, if you want to use the package or execute the package, then go for npx. And if you want to install the package, or we can say download the package in your local machine, so go for npm, right? Or we can say a package runner tool that comes with npm. Okay, the moment you download node, so you will get npm, and with npm you will get npx as well, right? So it comes with npm, right? npx allows for execution of packages without installing them, right? So these are the basic things you need to understand before writing the React project. Okay, so these are the basic knowledge you must have, right? Now, how to work with React? So how to start first project? How to create React.js first project? Okay, so how we can create the first project with React.js? So now what you will do? Now what you will do? You will go to the drive. Okay, go to your drive. Like I'm creating my project here. Like UI module. I'll create folder name React.js YouTube. Okay, so this is my folder name, right? So what I will do, I will open this folder location in CMD. So how I can open this location in CMD? So simply click here, and whatever is coming here, just delete it and simply write here CMD, right? And press enter. Moment you will press enter, CMD will open with same location. Okay. So means this area is this location. Okay. So here you have to write command. Here you have to write first command, which is, what is the first command? npx create, okay, create React, right? React app. Okay. So this is the command you have to write. You need to write npx create React app. After that, give a space. Now write your app name. Okay. Whatever you name you want to give to your application, you can give simply. So like I can say my app, right? So what is my application name? My app. Okay. So here is the command. You can check this command. So the moment I press enter, so the React default folder will create on this location. Okay. On this location, React project will start. Okay. See. So it will create my React project. Okay. So it may take some time. It's depend on your internet speed. Okay. So like that, it is creating my app. What is my app name? App name is my app, right? So it is creating a React project, right? So you have to have some patience. So it may take few time. Okay, let me pause the video, then I will continue. Okay, still it is creating our project. So let's understand one concept here. Okay, so let me tell you. Okay, the color as well. Okay, so every like as we know, like React is component based. Okay, React is component based, right? So we can say React is what? Component based. Okay, for example, before React, how we create the project? So in order to create the projects, we need three things. Okay, so we need three things in order to create the projects, web application related projects. So we need at least three things, right? First is very basic HTML. Okay, first we write HTML, then we need CSS, and then we read JavaScript, JS. Correct? Okay. After combining all these files, after combining these all file, okay, so you can get a project, okay, like web application based project. But in React, there is a little different. Okay, let me write it here. Okay, so if we talk about React, but React, but React has little difference. Okay, so what's the difference? What is that difference? We will talk about that as well. Okay, so in the React.js, what we do basically, so for example, we have this HTML file and we have this JavaScript file. So in React.js, we merge these two files. Okay, HTML, right? Okay, we will merge these two files. What is the first one? What is the first file? First is HTML file, and the second one is JavaScript file. In React, we combine these two files, and in place of this, we get another file which is, okay, like, so we can get a file. What's the name of the file? JSX. The file name is JSX, right? So JSX is nothing but it's a combination of, right? It is a combination of what? HTML file, right? As well as JavaScript file. Okay. So in the React, we have, like, in React.js, we have, like, we can say, okay, let me draw here. It may take some time, but for giving you clear understanding, uh, I'm teaching you with diagrams so that you can get a better understanding, right? So we have JSX file. Let me increase the font size. Okay. And we have another file. Okay. Which is what? What's the name of this file? Can you guess? Second file is, okay, the second file is CSS, right? CSS file, right? So we have as GSX file as well as CSS file. All right. Okay, it is also downloaded. Okay, we will discuss more on it. Let's check the project. Our project is downloaded or not. Yeah. So you can see here is my first application. The name of application is my app. Okay, so this is the location we opened. Okay, let me clear everything. CLS, right? So here is my location. Here is my folder location. So I will open this folder location on VS Code. So how you will open? You will write here code and dot. The moment you will write code and dot, your location will open in your VS Code folder. Okay, VS Code code editor, right? So here is your folder. Here is your application. Okay, so we will discuss about this as well. So for example, if you want to check the output of this project or of this application, so what is our current location? React.js U2 folder, which is this one, React.js U2 folder. Now we have to go to this my application folder. So how we can go to the my application folder, which is this one? So simply you will write here cd. Cd means change directory, and you will write application name. Okay, so now you are in my app directory. Okay, so you are inside the my app. So now you can write npm start. It will start deployment server for you in order to run your React application. Okay, so let's press enter and check. Okay, so your application is okay, it's taking time. So here is your default application. Okay, this is not created by us, this is created by React developers. Okay, we can customize this, it is fully customized, right? Okay, so let's discuss more about React. So you know what is JSX? JSX is nothing but HTML plus JavaScript syntax, or you can say HTML and JavaScript file is known as JSX files, because you will see JSX file in React.js folder. Okay, React.js app folder. You will see CSS, right? And okay, so you can see here folder structure. Like in my app folder, you will see this node module, which is nothing but JavaScript code. Okay, so you don't need to bother about it. Okay, then we have public folder. Here we have HTML and logo. Okay, so this is a public folder, and then we have SRC folder. Here we have our source code of application. Okay, let's come to this app.js. Okay, so let me, so here is the application code. For example, if I remove this part, if I remove this part of code, right, and I don't need this logo, and I don't need this import statement, right? So, and I can also remove this, right? And if I write here h1, h1, so if I say hello world, so let's check whether it is working or not. Okay, so hello world is coming, right? So React is what? Component based. Okay, so let's try to create components. We will discuss in detail about this components. Okay, so before, because this is starting lecture, so let's try to understand like how we can create component. So in order to create the component, we will create component folder. Okay, so uh, where we will create this folder, we'll create this folder inside my app folder. Inside my app folder, we will create component folder. Okay, components. Okay, the folder name is components, and here we will create navbar. Okay, remember one thing: whenever you are writing, whenever you are writing code for the component in React.js, always use capital letter. First letter should be the capital. Okay, so I am writing here dot navbar dot js, right? So here I will write, okay, and it will give me a default code. What you need to write? re rfec. Okay, when you write rfec, rfec. Okay, wait. Okay. What you need to write? rfce. Okay, so it will give you default function, which is navbar. Okay, so this function names coming from your file name. File name is navbar, so it is coming navbar. So we will discuss on this structure as well. But before going in detail, just try to create a component. Like I'm displaying a message here, like I am navbar component. Okay, and we are export default. What we are exporting? What navbar. Okay, so we will go to the app.js folder. Sorry, app.js file. Here we will import. What we will import? Here we will import our navbar. Navbar is there in component folder. So I will write here import navbar. Okay, from. Okay, it is already detected from. Okay, from components.navbar. Okay, like it. Now, if you want to use navbar, okay, so remove this and you will write here navbar like this. And you can mention here .js, right? Let's check the result. Okay, so what's the error? Okay, let me resolve the error. Okay, so what's the mistake here? Like here is our component folder. So we have to keep this component folder inside the src folder. Okay, src folder, we can keep this folder, then error will not come. Okay, so this component folder inside the src folder. Now we have to mention path properly, like import navbar from, okay, dot slash components slash navbar and type js, right? And here we are doing if semicolon as well. Okay, so it is successfully compiled, right? Now check. Okay, okay. So if you want to create the footer as well, so what you can write here. Okay, so you can create first component inside the component folder. You can create another component, means another file, which is footer.js. Okay, and here you can write rfec. Okay, so it will give you default code. For practice purpose, we are using these shortcuts. Later we will write all the code by ourselves only. So like I'm printing just simply one message like I am footer component, right? I am footer component, and I'm writing with HTML type, right? And exporting footer. Now go to the app.js. App.js. First, what we will do, we will import footer. Okay, from where? From this location, and you can simply write here footer, right? Now check whether footer code is coming. Yeah, I am footer code is coming, right? Okay. Okay, suppose you want this footer code twice, so simply you will write here, or if you want this footer code again and again, you will copy and paste this tag again and again. Okay, like HTML, we created the tag. Okay, this is what React components. Okay, these are what React component, and see the output. Okay, so it is what kind of reusability, right? So, like for example, there is a tag in HTML also, like footer tag. I guess there is a footer tag as well in HTML. So what is the difference between HTML tag and React.js tag? So there is a basic difference. Okay. So how to create React.js first application? We already seen. Okay. We have already seen the steps. Like we will write what we will write first. Number one is what? Okay. So I'm writing the command npx create react react app and app name my app, right? And the second is cd my app. So you will write this command in cmd. After that you will start the deployment server. So how you will start the deployment server? npm start. So these are the basics command to start with react project. Here is the node. Okay, So what is there in notes? You can take a note like HTML tags start with small letter. Okay, HTML tags start with small letter, and React.js tag, or you can say component name start with capital letter. Okay. For example, like this is what footer. So this is related to HTML tag. Okay. For example, I am writing here footer. Okay, and we will write this forward slash as well. Okay, so this is related to what? React component. Okay, or you can say React tag. Right, please try to understand these things. These are the basic things. Okay, right. So okay, so that's enough for today. You can practice this code. Okay, you can practice. You can create the component folder under the src folder, and in the app.js folder you will call these components and you will use this component. Don't remove this div. Inside the div only you will write the component. If you will remove the div, it will give you error, right? It will give error. So make sure there must be a div tag. Okay, and under the div tag you will write the component's name, right? Like this. Okay, just practice. We will do the good project, very good projects as well. All right, so that's enough for today's lecture. All right, so thank you everyone for giving your valuable time. All right, in the next lecture we will learn this, like what we can say, code structure, or like project structure, directory structure. All right, we will get the deep understanding on it. All right, so thank you everyone. If you have any doubt, any confusion, you can DM. Okay, oh, sorry, not DM. What you can do, you can comment. Right. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye everyone.